Hello people, welcome back to my channel. Today I would be relaying a letter. It is, you can say, a love letter, but this is actually a very emotional letter which is being sent out to the universe, and I am relaying the letter to you. In this letter I am not being given a gender, a specific gender, or even an energy. It is a letter of someone who has believed in love, and they are probably sending it out to another person. Like, they are sharing about their feelings, they are sharing about their recent heartbreak and the lesson they learned. So let's get started. My dear love, I know wherever you are, you believe in love. You know that love exists. And love is actually the most real and the most beautiful thing on this planet. Today, I want to share my feelings with you. Today, I want to tell you that I have come to a conclusion. After getting my heart broken many times, after I was being played on, used, I was into a lot of romantic games. Many people have played romantic mind games with me because they could sense in me that I was always looking for love. This is a letter that I'm writing to my future soulmate, to my future person who is going to be by my side always, who's going to understand me, who's going to love me, who's going to be my best friend also. Today I want to tell you that I have reached a point of frustration. I have reached emotional exhaustion. And I have a huge desire to protect myself from further manipulation, from further games that was played with my heart. I believe in love, and due to my belief in love, due to my faith in love, some people have exploited me. And it hurts me. All the emotional manipulation that I've gone through, where my emotions were played upon, where my thoughts were played upon. I was always meeting people who always acted so hard to get. I had to do so much for them, always so much for them. They kept sending me mixed signals, or they would intentionally provoke jealousy. They would make me feel confused. They would make me feel emotionally lost, unloved, unworthy. And whenever I felt drained, they would make me feel like I'm the needy one. They would never give me a real hug. They would never give me hopes. They would never give me any joy. It was always so painful. These type of experiences, my love, my future love, broke my trust. I want to meet you in my healed version, in my healed self, as my healed self, because all these mind games has eroded my trust in a relationship. You know, when someone plays with another person's emotions, it can create big doubts and insecurities. I feel that I was broken repeatedly, not just once, but many times. And I would also tell you that in some cases, it was the same person who was breaking my trust over and over again. I wanted to block this energy forever from my system. I wanted to protect myself from further harm, but I felt like I was getting into it again and again. Today I am sharing something sad with you, my love, because I want to talk to someone. I want to share with someone that I have faced a lot of disrespectful behavior. People have disrespected me. They have walked all over me. They have shown no consideration towards my feelings. And that was so emotionally damaging. I have also tried to block those people away energetically and even in physical. Many a times I went away from them, I walked away from them. But they would keep pulling me back towards them. They would keep giving me hopes. They would breadcrumb me, especially when I was going away from them. Otherwise, they would not give me any hope. There was no love or appreciation. There was a lot of jealousy, competition. How can anyone compete with a person who they claim to be in love with? But I went through it. I had seen this competition. Sometimes I would downplay my skills, my talents, my gifts. I would try to bring myself down to that person's level. But I realized in due course of time that they don't appreciate it, or they don't see it. They don't see that I'm trying to be as normal or as average as I can be just to match up with their energy. And I'm not a person who likes to praise themselves, but it took me a long time to figure this out and a lot of pain. After a while, I started learning about self-preservation. I realized that maybe these people are trying to control me, or they're trying to control others around them in a way that when others are like puppets in front of them, whose strings they can pull to make them dance, sit, walk, talk, commit, do things for them, they feel good. So I need to preserve my sanity. I needed to preserve myself, and I wanted to create a space for healing and personal growth. I don't know why, but I feel that you have also gone through a lot, and you also understand that how important it is to end these type of toxic cycles. I know wherever you are, my dear, you're also working on yourself, you're doing inner work. I know that you are also trying to strengthen your core. You're trying to let go and let God take over. And I really pray and wish for you that you are able to end all of the toxic cycles in your life, and you can stay away from people who play mind games. And even if you have to be around them, you should know that you don't have to be attached to those people. And this is one big lesson that I've learned, and I decided and I thought that I'm going to share it with you. I have cut out all such people in my life, from my life. And I don't care about time. I am fully surrendered, and I am surrendered to love and source. So I'm not going to question the time frame of when I'm going to meet you, because when it's meant to happen, it will happen on its own. But since I learned a very big lesson where other people treated themselves like they are a prized possession, and I'm just supposed to serve them, I'm supposed to be a slave to them, I felt that I was actually going away from you, from the right person. To come closer to the right person, at least to walk in the right direction towards where you are, I had to stop stringing along with this person, with these people. I have recognized their tactics and intentions, and now simply by recognizing, I feel empowered. I feel that I can make the correct decisions that at least give me peace and contentment. I have learned to establish boundaries where I have defined my own personal boundaries, and I don't take so much tension or load on my shoulders. I like to walk light. I don't like to carry any baggage. I think it's always a practical course that helps us to go through these things in a more nonchalant manner, like an observer. I never really knew what was observing objectively. I had read about it, I would hear about it, I found out about it, like we need to objectively observe our reality in order to clear any karma, clear any baggage. But only when I went through it in a more realistic way, in a more practical way, I figured out what it actually means. It also helped me to prioritize my self-care. I have started focusing on my well-being and my emotional health. I have been involving myself in activities that make me happy. I spend time with supportive friends and family members. I prioritize my self care practices like exercise, meditation, or therapy. But at the same time, if I do not have supportive friends and family members around me in a certain given situation, I don't feel bad about it. I am thankful to it. All these toxic relationships, all these painful experiences have actually taught me a very big lesson on gratitude. One day I was just hanging out somewhere and I spoke to some kids who were very underprivileged. They were destitute children. When I asked them some questions about their lives, they told me that they have this or that, like they obviously had very little. But they were very happy and they were very thankful. And the crazy part was that the way they spoke, there was so much maturity in their words. So much maturity, so much balance. It really made me look deep within myself because I have so many wonderful things, so many beautiful things, whether it is materialistic or non-materialistic. But if I shift my focus from the pain, from all the toxicity, from all the desires, one of my biggest desire was to be in a beautiful relationship which is romantic in nature. And let me tell you, my dear, I have lost that desire. I don't have that desire anymore. And maybe that's the reason why I'm able to share this. Because I know that in due course of time in future, we are definitely going to meet. We are going to be together and we will be there for each other. So now I don't care what anyone wants to think. I am communicating my feelings because I am comfortable to do so. I can express myself because I no longer have any attachment to my physical identity. The reason why I have been assertive towards people who have been playing mind games is because I realized that they had been playing on this desire of mine. They somehow knew that I'm looking for love. I want love. So they were playing with my emotions and they were playing with my heart. I have detached not only from them, from those people or those energies, I've also detached to my physical identification, which means the materialistic or worldly identification. Like physically, obviously, I have this body, I have this heart, I have this soul. Many weeks or many days, sometimes months also, I would feel the pain, I would feel the betrayal, I would feel the remorse, I would feel bad about getting backstabbed. A long time would go away, but now I've realized that all of these things are happening so that I am not able to do my work, so that I get stuck, so that I am not moving on. And now I have decided that no matter what happens in my life, I will always move on from this moment to that. Whatever is written is going to happen. Whatever is predestined is meant to happen. So thank you so much, my dear, for listening all of this that I wanted to share with you. I genuinely hope that you are also out of toxic cycles and you've learned to detach emotionally. We are on a beautiful journey where we are here to learn about unconditional love and be in singular energies. So we are extremely lucky. And that's why I always pray and I hope that you are also doing these wonderful things, learning these beautiful lessons of life and only growing and growing and growing and growing in your journey. Sending you lots of love, peace, courage, strength, and light. So people, this is where this letter comes to an end. I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.